I'll see what I can learn.
Plenty of lashes, loads of hunters, and a few pariahs.
Any questions? Minthara is the one you're after.
What they do ain't exactly fighting. All they gotta do is light up their powder and burn. Ah!
Then they're prepared to die for the absolute good.
You seen that scrying eye what's it about? Handy, that.
The eye doesn't seem to notice your presence.
What are we waiting for? Spears sharp. The lads are all riled up and ready.
You see that eye what's it floating about? Best hope it don't take a fancy to ya. Unless you like playing hide and seek when you're trying to take a damp. Hey? You don't know? Ah! A grunt like the rest of us, eh? It's a floating eye, mate. Your bosses at Moonrise enjoy spying on us. Load of trollop. Just don't trust us to do what we do best. Killing things! Yeah! I'm fed up with that bloody eye. Peep on someone else, you hear? I'm fed up with that bloody eye. Peep on someone else, you hear?
I do not have time for interruptions from underlings.
As she turns to you, her thoughts mingle with yours. A cold hand caressing your brain. The chamber melts away to reveal a dark, endless nowhere. In it you see a vision. The drow listens as a pale-eyed young woman whispers in her ear. One of those the voice spoke of. One of the chosen. The vision fades away.
A true soul? Praise be, sister. Are you here to join my hunt? Worshippers of a false god. Their existence is an insult to the Absolute's claim on this region. There is a weapon the Absolute seeks. I'm sure those wretches have it hidden away there. We will find it amongst the dead and the ashes.
Her excitement is palpable. She lingers on thoughts of victory, of unbelievers' blood spilled, and of the weapon. She will seize it, in the Absolute's name.
The thief, whimpering in our dungeon, tried to flee to their sanctuary. We will continue to remove parts of him until he tells us exactly where it is. He's been resilient, but he'll talk.
She is seeking the grove you visited. Already you feel her mind closing around yours.
Speak, true soul. The hunt must begin soon. You are sure? And how did you find it? Praise be. And now, through her will, you can be my eyes.
Her mind enters yours, a splinter of ice piercing your memories. Tiefling faces flicker into view as she attempts to learn the grove's location.
I see only fragments. Your mind is confused. Do what you must to clear it.
What path lies before me?
Speak. We follow the road west to the mountain pass. There will be a creche nearby. Then we may be rid of our parasites.
First in my heart.
Ah, there you are. How did you enjoy my deer stew this evening? It's an old family recipe. Curious time to be dieting, especially with a chef like myself around. Not that I mean to regale you with my culinary exploits. There's actually something quite different I'd like to discuss. Some things are easier to explain than others. But first, let me say this. We've been traveling together for a while now. And during those travels, I've been observing you. I want you to know that I like what I see. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you. An exchange. I expressed my trust in you, now I need you to place your trust in me. Our journey together is bound to last a while still. As such, I feel compelled to speak. I say this because there's something I desperately need. But while I'll tell you what that something is, I won't tell you why. I have to ask you to agree to this before carrying on this conversation.
You become one with Gale's mind, and you can feel something sinister oppressing you. It's inside of you, a mighty darkness radiating from your chest. You could try to push further, but your hold over Gale feels brittle. It won't be easy delving deeper without him noticing. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, then suddenly opened. Inside, there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through you and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Keeping me in suspense, are you? Come on, tell me. Do we have an agreement or not? It's a simple question, isn't it? What gives you pause? What? You used that thing against me? And you saw, after I told you, this is a breach of trust that... To think I thought you trustworthy in the first place. I'm leaving. I cannot stand to be around such betrayal a moment longer. The need remains debatable, but I recognize your responsibility. Perhaps I spoke in haste. It's just that there are things I cannot speak of. Besides, what you saw, you read the opening line of a very big book, no more. The darkness you perceived, that is my primary condition. A condition different from the tadpole, but just as deadly. The only way to appease said condition is for me to take powerful magical artifacts and absorb the weave inside. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, before we were abducted. It is time, and by that I mean it's imperative, that I find and consume powerful strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture. You've already seen more than I was willing to share, remember? Best leave the darkness in darkness for now. Catastrophe? We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. That one right there. Thank you. I can feel the storm abating. Yes, this will keep my condition in check. For a precious while. It's hard to predict the effect any given artifact has. But my condition is hardly a patient one. Rather soon I will feel it stir again. Like a distant thunder sending tremors through the soul. I will need to consume another artifact before the lightning strikes. There's no choice but to find more. As luck would have it, Faerun is full of them, though I do feel obliged to point out that items of power tend to be in the hands of the powerful. There'll be danger involved, for great cost. Good. A bit of boldness will serve us well. I know the allure these artifacts hold. I understand their value and their power. All this to say, I understand the sacrifice I ask of you. I hope I can count on you. Oh, and as far as that tadpole trickery goes, I really do trust you'll not be so untoward again.